Hey guys, Will here from the Android Authority, and today we're going to be doing a 2-in-1 review and unboxing. We're going to be reviewing the Droid Xyboard as well as the Droid 4, and giving you a little unboxing and see what's inside of these two magnificent boxes. So let's get started. Now I'm going to start the mission off with the Droid Xyboard. This is basically Motorola's new way to compete with the new tablets out right now. Even though this is competing against such tablets as the Transform Prime and the new Lenovo tablets, it's pretty much it's a competitor. I'm not going to say it's one of the best right now, but it's definitely it's a cool tablet. Let's get right into it. It's has this over casing. It slides right out of the box. Present it with this. Inside, it's really nothing new. You got your manuals, just basically it's in Spanish too. Okay, start manuals. Then you're also introduced with a charger here. It's actually an AC wall charger. They're really getting into the way of AC wall chargers with tablets now. I like it because it's more of an efficient way to charge your tablet. They also give you a USB to micro USB cable so that you're allowed to, for computer use, if you don't want to use multicast, stuff like that. And then they include this stylus pen, and this is only, I don't really want to take it out of the packaging because I do have to send this back. But it does come with a AAA battery. Let's see if we can focus in. AAA battery. And it's a stylus pen. And this is only available in box for the Droid Xyboard 10.1, not the 8.2. Now we're going to get into Motorola's new tablet, their king of all tablets right now. So some main features on this: it features a Texas Instruments OMAP 4430 processor. This is the same processor that you will see in a Droid Razr and the Droid 4, which you will later see in this video. It also comes with 1 GB of DDR2 RAM memory. And some major features are it has a 5 megapixel front rear-facing camera and a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. That's running 3.2 Honeycomb. It's definitely running Honeycomb, but always Motorola has to have their little stupid flair to it. I have a Motorola logo on the bottom. I really don't. Why is that needed? Why? And they just screwed up all the. This really looks like ice cream sandwich a little bit when you kind of. Yeah, it's iffy. Now I'm going to show you some of the apps that are on the device. You got a lot of bloatware. Amazon Kindle, which is pretty useful. The Verizon apps really isn't needed, but it's Verizon. They like to add their own thing. Madden NFL, which is removable. I believe Let's Golf 2 is removable as well. And you got some social networking things. The one major thing is Motocast, of course. Music from your computer stream. And Netflix. We'll show you Netflix. A lot of people love Netflix on their mobile device. We were waiting forever for this on an Android. Tablets and phones, but we finally got it. We'll show you some Toy Story. Yes, Toy Story is a great kids movie, but it's also cool. This is the part when he's trying, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. This is the part when he's trying to save his friends in the garbage truck. So, alright. Yeah, but anyway, you can see it's really clear. It's pretty cool. The one thing on the Netflix app, though, is really laggy. So let me show you. It's not even moving now. See how laggy it is? That's not just a video. That's the lag. All right. And I'll also show you web browsing. Whoa! We'll go to AndroidAuthority.com. There is the best news site in the world right there for Android. It's loading the mobile site. We'll make it load the full site. I know people will love to see this. This is running on Wi-Fi, by the way. This is not sorry about that. This is not 4G LTE, and you can see it loads it up. Not fully loaded yet. There's quite a few topics, and it runs pretty smoothly. I think the rendering though is really laggy. Like if we were to, holy God, what's going on? Whoa! Oh. See how slow that rendering is? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. For it, of course, the lag is a big thing. And yeah, the software runs pretty smoothly on this. I really just think the amount of bloatware is pretty unbelievable. So we're going to round things up here on the Droid Xyboard 10.1. It is different from the 8.2, and the 8.2 is known as the media model, which I guess it's probably called that because of its portability. I really don't see the differences. The only major differences are, of course, the screen size and the battery. This features a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, which is massive, and of course it's a tablet, so it can fit that. The 8.2 has like almost 4,000 milliamp hour, I think. This tablet can get up to 10 hours of web browsing. So of course, Android Authority for 10 hours straight. It's a lot of articles, so it would take around 10 articles to read all the words and watch the videos. I think it could fulfill your needs. There is 3 models for this right now. There is a 16 gigabyte, there's a 32 gigabyte, and there's a 64 gigabyte. The 16 gigabyte, we're talking internal storage right now. This has no SD card expansion. The 16 gigabyte runs for $529.99. Okay. The 32 gigabyte runs for $629.99, and then the 64 gigabyte runs for $729.99. Getting really hefty. I mean, this is a tablet, and you're almost paying full cost for a phone at that point when you think about it. But yeah, the things I love about this device is definitely the durability of it. It feels a strong tablet. It doesn't feel like it can bend in one hand motion. Look at this. It's rubber on the back. This is more of a metal type feel, and this is more of a rubber at the top. But anyway, the durability is great, and I think that this tablet is great for the average user. And how does this compare up to the Asus Transformer Prime? You know, that's your take on it. I do think this tablet is cool because of the accessories that you can get on it. There's the HD dock, the cases, the wireless keyboard, stuff like that. Alright, the protective portfolio is one big accessory as well. This is Will from Android Authority, Xyboard 10.1, only here. And next is the Droid 4 review and unboxing. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are now looking at the Droid 4 part of this review. It's an unboxing review of the Motorola Droid 4. Right off the bat, you can see that it's the same styling box of the Droid 2 and Droid 3. There's a little flap right here that comes right up. So this is what we've got. We've got a micro USB to USB adapter for your computer. We have the AC adapter, so that plugs into the USB side, which is different from the Xyboard. Remember we showed you the AC adapter, which is much different. This is cool. You might be able to see it right there. See that? It's a little key that actually goes right in that top hole right there to unrelease this casing that accesses the SD card. Now, even though the battery is not removable, it's still, like, it shows it, but it's just not, you know what I'm saying, it's just not removable. But that's where you access the SD card. And then finally, on every single device is manuals. Master your device. You'll be probably mastering your device in this review. We'll boot up the device for you here. It has the same processor as it would on the Xyboard, the Razer. It is a Texas Instruments OMAP 4430 processor, 1.2 gigahertz dual core. It also has 1 gig of RAM. It has an 8 megapixel camera with a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. When you scroll on the device, there is definitely a significant lag. You can see it there. And you can see really closely, let's try to get it even closer, you can see like a black shade. Do you see that? Where's the voicemail? So I'll go back, look at the voicemail. See that black shade that goes across? That's a big issue. They should address that. That's this Motorola playing around with the software. Yeah, that's the one big thing that I found terrible on this phone right when I opened it up. I kind of found it disappointing. Honestly, this will probably be able to upgrade to Ice Cream Sandwich. We're not exactly sure yet, but it's most likely to upgrade. And we're going to go to the applications and see what this thing has. It's got, you know, the Amazon Kindle, just everything, the device setup, the guided tours, some social networking apps. It's got the Moto Active. A lot of bloatware on here. I think that they could have cut down the Verizon apps. That would relieve some of its, you know, the duties of the phone. But it's pretty responsive, except for that little lag in shaded black when you scroll. Now, I'm going to demonstrate some Netflix for you guys. We're going to watch some Top Gear, just for a few seconds. It's an alright quality. I think the Xyboard definitely is a better quality when it comes to the picture. It's more HD. It's alright, I guess. I'll show you.
James. Yeah. I was just thinking exactly that, but I was too bored to pick up the radio today. Shall we see? No, we mustn't see who's got the fastest car here, must we? Well, I'll tell you what, let's have a race from 45 to 55 miles an hour. Right, that's a good idea.
It's pretty clear.
The shortest race in history.
It's not bad. This is actually an HD show, too.
Ready, and go!
Just having a quick race.
It's not a spectator sport.
So that demonstrates some Netflix for you. Now we're going to go to the web browser. Note that I am using Wi-Fi and not the Verizon's 4G signal. So we're going to go to androidauthority.com, see how fast this loads up. Alright, now we're going to load it. Well, it's just about there. Of course, it's still loading because there's a few articles on the page. But it loads it up pretty quick. The scrolling's pretty decent on it. There's a bit of a lag. And the rendering actually isn't that bad. It's not as bad as it was on the Xyboard. The Xyboard is actually pretty laggy. But yeah, the when you zoom in, the pictures are pretty crisp. The text, it's clear, it's readable, and it's a nice device when it comes to web browsing. Now, I really never got into the keyboard of the phone. It's a 5-row keyboard, and each key is independent on its own little platform, I should say. On most keyboards, there's separate buttons, but they're on like a layer that connects all of them. So let me turn the sensor off. There's a layer that connects all of them. So like each key feels like it's on a keyboard. The thin profile beats a lot of the keyboard phones of right now. Talk time is up to 12.5 hours, and the battery is a 1785 milliamp hour battery. That's not bad for this phone. I think they could have done a little better, considering that we just got introduced to the Razr Max, which is insanely good on battery life. It offers a QHD display, which is pretty easy to read text. Always remember that this is offering an SD card compatibility, which the Xyboard doesn't have, which we reviewed earlier. So this is basically the Droid 4. It's the Motorola's new keyboard phone. Backlit keyboard, nice display, very touch responsive. Just update this thing to ice cream sandwich without any lag of the transitions, and we will be all good. This is the Droid 4. And we just did a Droid Xyboard review earlier. My name is Will from the Android Authority. This is a 2-in-1 review of some of the hottest Motorola devices on the market. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for Mobile World Congress at the end of February. Thanks.